Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. Can everyone hear me? I was having some technical difficulties with my sound earlier. Can you hear me? Let me know. Sorry, I forgot the lip gloss. Ooh. Hey, Gator Girl, Honeybee, Reggie. Reggie, you are so bad. You are so bad. You already started. Can he do this? The Christmas Valentine's dance with the women's prison next door? Oh, you can hear me? Thank you, Black Anonymous. Black Anonymous, I'm confused. Are you a man or a woman? Or are you just not going to answer because you're anonymous? Hey, Money No Love, one of my number one subscribers. Constance Over Cookies. Jacqueline Vines, hey. Christine Barks, number one mod. Mina, Black Anonymous. Honeybee. Mina C. That is Grandmaster Jay from Run DMC is dead. Okay. Hey, Stephanie Collins. Hey, Donnell Mitchell. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the article. I'm also going to bring up a previous video that I did. Actually did, I do an African-American Greek series. And I have done one on Grandmaster Jay. Okay. And let me see if I can find it. Okay. This is African American Greed. He's actually episode 3. So some of you have seen it before, but just in case you want a refresher, here's my previous video that I did on him several months ago. And I also did a follow-up video as well. And so I wanted to show you today, actually my friend Daryl Moore, who's coming on later tonight at 8 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. He's the one that shared the article with me because I happened to be teaching at the time. And I wanted to show you, let me see, share the screen, the tab. All right. All right, so you guys should be able to see the screen. Hey, Roxanne, my YouTube bestie. Hey, DJ Vibes. Thank you, Mina C. Hey, Fitz1. Hey, Tanika Shanette. Hey, Trisha. Did I miss anybody before I started talking? So, I put in the chat one of the very first video I did on Grandmaster Jay. It was like an hour and a half, I think almost 2 hours. And so just as a refresher, for those of you who don't know, Grandmaster Jay, who's AKA, real name is John Fitzgerald Johnson. John Fitzgerald Johnson, within the last year, became the leader of a Black militia group called the NFAC, which means Not Fucking Around Coalition. And I mean, this is a hate to the mausoleo. Hey, King Roll, I'm glad you were able to be here. So, turn my mic down because they say I be too loud sometimes. Hey, legit doctorate. And so everyone was kind of excited, like, oh, it's a Black militia group. We should exercise our Second Amendment right. And so he started doing, he actually has his own YouTube channel called Grandmaster Jay. And so okay, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so he has a thing called the morning mental that he does with his followers, and I started digging into him. Hey, Medina. Hey, TA. And I started seeing that, and Rev G also had a really good video on him too. And I started doing some more digging and finding some more videos. And this man has reinvented himself so many times over the course of his life. He was a DJ. That's why he calls himself Grandmaster, which is very close to Grandmaster Flash and Jam Master Jay, who are hip hop artists. He then became part of the Black Lives Matter movement. Then he went from Black Lives Matter to All Lives Matter. Then he was a Trump supporter. And then after he was a Trump supporter, he became an independent candidate for president. And after that, he starts the NFAC. So it's like, wait, like one thing won't work, something else will. And also he said he has military experience. And so he has videos of him showing a woman how to aim a gun, but it looks like maybe you were not in the artillery division of the Army. And he did mention it that in one of his speeches that he worked in the supply area. So I don't know how much supply people get time with guns. So, hey, Betty Yellick, I'm sorry the feds got your boy. They got him. Hey, Thunder. Okay. And so I just kept, and then they were showing, I kept looking at all these different, articles about him, news about him, and he kept going. Then he had an incident, and in this article that he is actually, and just let me slow down. So in the video that I'm actually putting in here, some of you have already seen it, but some of you have not, and just put it in there so you can have a link to it. You can save it for later. Basically, and some people kept saying, like Morris World TV, they kept saying like, oh, maybe he's an agent. Shout out to Morris World TV because I used some of their videos in my commentary and investigation. Because he actually has Taharka Bay, that's his channel. Hey Loud 2003. He actually interviewed one of the, I guess, second or third in command under Grandmaster Jay. And so it seemed there was an incident in Louisville when two members accidentally got shot by another member. Hey, Country Living. And it was supposed to be at a Breonna Taylor protest in Louisville, Kentucky, which kind of made them look kind of foolish. It's like, oh, you didn't even stay to speak to Breonna Taylor's family. You just left. Y'all had this mishap. And then I think his name is Delta. He kept saying, hey, yeah, he was with this girl in the car and we didn't know who she was. Okay, Betty, that's good. Yes, right. And then he goes to Stone Mountain, Georgia, at their protest. Hey, Monica G. Then the latest one he went to, I think it was July or August. He went to Lafayette, Louisiana. this white sheriff who's not a congressman said, basically dared him to come to their area, and they did. And so, and Lawson, did you say this is your husband? Girl, your husband got messed up. And so I saw this article that I wanted to share with y'all, and yeah, I got bad advice from him too. It's just like something was just off. Like, this is a good idea. And then I kept thinking like, oh, he must be getting money from these people. And then I know Betty yelled at someone like, no, he doesn't ask for money on his show. And I was like, oh, okay. But then I saw, and I think the last video I did, I showed where basically he has a website called NFAC.com. And you can go there, become a member. Hey, Rodney. And then on the website, you can become a member, and the members pay dues. And I'm just like, and then I see the donate button. You click the donate button, and it goes to a PayPal that has his initials on it, GMJ Entertainment. And I'm just like, GMJ Entertainment. I was like, oh, Grandmaster Jay. And I'm just like, but why is it entertainment? He's a leader of a militia group. Is this entertainment? And then plus how he dresses sometimes, it looks like he's in like cosplay. And someone said one of his vests is actually the paintball vest, not a real vest you wear when you're shooting, you're out shooting and hunting and stuff. So I'm just like, this man is, I don't know. So this is the article. So after my class, I went to hang out with the A team in our Facebook chat, and Daryl Moore shared this with me, and so it's why I'm sharing with y'all. Basically, this is his mugshot. It said Grandmaster Jay, leader of NFAC militia that demonstrated in Louisville, arrested on federal charge. Okay, like I said, his real name is John Johnson, and they said his charge is assaulting, resisting, or impeding certain officers or employees. So they say he's currently being held. So, and they said on the night before the 2020 Kentucky Derby in September the 4th, oh, this must be a different Louisville. I thought this was Louisville last year. No, this is like Louisville. This is like he went back to Louisville. Okay. I got some more investigation to do. It said probable after this night before he pointed a rifle at a Louisville Metro Police Department officer, well as federal officers. Oh, that's why he got the federal charge. Okay. The alleged incident took place after 8:30 p.m. as conducting surveillance over demonstrators. At the time, LMPD said, were parked on Armory Place. They got wait a minute, they blindsided the police with the flashlight? Oh my. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, which one is Grandmaster Jay? Is that him in the blue? Okay. It says the flashlight was on the end of a rifle that Johnson was pointing at them. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with you? And the officer was wearing soft body armor. He said Johnson was booked on Thursday, December the 3rd, just before 1 p.m. So that was like 3 hours ago. Okay. Roughly 200 members of the NFAC were in Louisville on Derby Day during protests over the death of Breonna Taylor. Okay, so who was shot and killed when we was in a March raid. Her part of the story will be updated. And so this is him right here. I'm sorry. Why does he look like he's in cosplay? Like this is not. Yeah. What did you say, Stephanie? There's been protesters picked up for that, and they've been all white. Like he had, like literally, you had a light on the end of a rifle, and you pointed it at the police. Like, Miss Lau, 2003. I'm not bailing this ninja out again. Again. And it says in another article I saw, it said he had never had any run-ins with the law. I think only one other incident in 2003 when I think he was like trespassing on federal or government property. But it said that he was in the arms. He was in the Army. He joined the Army in 1997. Hey, CA, it blocks their vision, and that's why they do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like, what my thing is this: what if they would have started shooting back? They can't see what they're shooting at. So they were going to walk around with AKs and going on the watch list. Exactly. Like they wasn't looking at him this whole time, looking at footage. Like, to be honest though, I thought maybe the last incident when he was in Lafayette, he would have been taken in, you know, not this one. Okay, I need to find the article where it says where he actually served in the armed forces. They got. Okay. Oh, they got video, y'all. Hold on. I think we got video of the incident. They one article said he was 57 years old. So I'm thinking, what, 1997 was how many years ago? What? 23 years ago? So he was 24 years old?
Yes. Five Below lets you out gifts high because prices are way low.
Okay.
Begin.
Wait, where is this? Okay. All right, yo. So let me see if I can make this bigger for y'all so y'all can see the whole thing. Let me see. Okay. Better? Okay.
The leader of the NFAC militia, Grandmaster Jay, has been arrested on federal charges after allegedly pointing an assault rifle at federal agents and LMPD officers during a protest rally that happened in September. These are the actual photographs authorities included with their court document today, allegedly showing the incident, according to police. Now, what you're seeing in the photos, Johnson allegedly pointing his long rifle upward at authorities who were on a rooftop above him. The criminal complaint claims Grandmaster Jay, whose real name is John Johnson, forcibly assaulted.
Oh, okay. So I thought he was in the blue, but it looks like this is him right here. I don't know if y'all can see. This looks like it's him right here with the rifle that's pointing up. Right here. Dude, what you doing? And look at everybody else around him. Like, okay. I don't. Oh, Lord.
Assaulted and interfered with federal officers on September 4th, the day before the Kentucky Derby, when the group was in town protesting. From our coverage of that day, this is Jay speaking in September about the event.
Protesters aren't orderly. Protesters aren't organized. Protesters are emotional. Protesters are destructive, but people can sneak in.
Johnson is currently being held in the Oldham County Corrections Facility. He appeared before a federal judge at 4 this afternoon, and at the moment, he remains in custody with another hearing scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. Johnson could face up to 20 years in prison with the current charges.
Dang. 20. He need to find out if anybody else in his crew got some video. If they got some video. This one says he's pointing to conductor. Look, this is him right here. Wait, where'd the picture go? It's like every article tells you something else. Oh, he was from Westchester, Ohio. Is Daryl in the group in the chat? Where is Westchester at? Oldham County Detention Center in LaGrange. He was arrested at his home. Okay. Man, what is going on? You just gonna point your gun at the popos like they not gonna live.
Aphasia syndrome type 2, or if you're allergic to it.
About 100 days ago, some people decided they wanted to do something. Them people thought that if they did it a certain way, y'all would never figure this shit out. But then COVID-19 came, put everybody on house arrest. So we all got to go up in the house and think about it. When we came out, we found out that some dirt was done, that if we had done it, our ass be in jail right now. No questions asked. Everybody would have went to jail. But then we found out that they lied. They lied about why they did it. And they lied about how they did it. But y'all didn't go away. Because y'all was born at night, but you wasn't born last night. It didn't make no sense. So y'all kept on asking, and they kept on not telling you. They kept on giving y'all the same old book. Then y'all showed them, this ain't slavery no more.
I knew this man was dangerous, but people are following him.
No more. This is not Jim Crow. No more. This is not even the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, or the teens. It's 2020, and we got perfect vision.
Okay. Wait, is that the end of it? It's got some more. Y'all sure? Because I was like, who the hell?
It's time. Time to engage.
Wait, so that wasn't. Wait, I'm sorry. I got confused. Did I tell y'all wrong footage? Was it the wrong footage? Oh, that was from a different year. Okay, I was like, damn, they went in there and got him, and they threw the tear gas in there. I'm so sorry, y'all. I thought that was them going in there and getting him. Yeah, she was scared to death. I was like, God damn, did they just... Oh, Lord. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I thought they were getting him. I was like, why they went in there and got him? Somebody else, girl. I don't know. I was like, they really... So, I remember someone up here said, what was that? Wait, you think he turned over all the names of all those black gun owners? Just saying. he could have, or he might do it to get less time. But if none of those people ever did anything, then if I was part of the organization, I'll get a lawyer like, why are you invading my right to privacy? I was part of the organization. I had nothing to do with whatever he did. Or someone in the organization turned him in. I'm just saying. Because more slowly, you know, I think Delta was his second or third. He started speaking out against Grandmaster Jay. Some other people started speaking out against Jay. It was one lady, she started speaking out against Grandmaster Jay. He even blocked her on Instagram. Yeah, what happened, Stephanie's correct. Since the 70s, really since 1968, police have been brought in to maintain law and order during protests. Because some protests, especially like the 60s protests, got violent. But the reason why it was violent because the people who were peacefully protesting got attacked. And so now what I think has happened since then, especially with the rise of conservatism, the police is being used to kind of like put down protests or not. They're supposed to be keeping law and order, but I think a lot of times when their presence is there, they actually cause more agitation than anything else. But I think in this case, even though certain states like Kentucky and also Texas are open carry, you can openly carry, but you over here with the flashlight, the end of your rifle pointing up at the police. Who did you think was going to be on the roof? They wouldn't want. Did you tell your guys to go on the roof? What is his defense going to be, y'all? What do you think his defense is going to be? Hey, man, church disease. You traumatized Loud 23. Did I traumatize with the last video? Oh, it's to cause confusion. Oh, okay. You told us some new stuff, Stephanie. Thank you so much for showing it. It was a nighttime arrest. Okay. So nigga said, "All hell, not Black Lives Matter." Yes. Wait, you said he's 57 now. That's what the article said, that he was 57 and that in 1997 he went into the military. But he only went to 2 places. One was Alaska, and I think the other one was Virginia. He was a supply clerk. And they think he's been doing stolen valor too, wearing a different rank that's not his. But I think I don't know. Has anyone ever been in the armed forces? What year do they stop taking you? Okay. I pointed my flashlight gun up to see who was pointing guns down on us. Okay. So you're saying Grandmaster Jay is gonna he's gonna is this how he's gonna beat the charge? Like, oh, I didn't know that y'all were cops because you. Huh? I'm gonna drop the link. If you're in law enforcement or have been in law enforcement, can y'all explain some stuff to us? Because I need to understand. Is he gonna be able to beat this, or is he gonna try to turn, you know? Oh, you are. On randos. Okay. Supply people buy and organize parts. They don't work with guns all day. Okay. Oh, 26. Yeah, he went to, hold on, let me find that article. He went to is it the Daily News? Okay. Wait, where is the other article that showed it? It stated where he went to school, where he was stationed at. Wait, he calls himself the Supreme Commander? Oh, goodness. Oh, he has 50,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Okay, I can't find it, but it was one article that basically stated that he was only stationed at 2 places. And they were both inside the United States. So he didn't go to no war or anything. Oh, the screaming lady. I think Stephanie said it was some type of thing to startle them so they can stop. Yeah. His backstory, it doesn't add up. You're 57 now. The article said you went into the armed forces at 1997. Then what? You leave the armed forces after how many years? And you decide to be a DJ? Or were you a DJ before you went to the armed forces? Then, okay, see, who is this man? No, but there is actually a photograph of him in his uniform. I think he was in the supply room. I don't think he saw no combat. Somebody said, "Oh no." You just gotta do some investigation. Do y'all think he's gonna be able to get off? He has to get a little lawyer. My thing is this, right? So this is what I'm saying. Okay, I know he just got arrested like a few hours ago. So my time is 4:52. So I guess East Coast is 5:52. So it's almost 6 o'clock. So that means 5 hours ago he got arrested. How come nobody in the NFAC bailed him out? If he's your commander, why you leave him in there? Okay, Kim, that was during the Gulf War. No, Gulf War was when I was in middle school. I was in high school. I was in first year college. It was no war. It was no. I took that back. It was not a Gulf War. I think there was like some stuff in Bosnia, maybe. But in the I'm trying to find the article. Daryl, can you put the article in the chat or in my live right now? Let me see. I gotta go find it because let me see if I can find it. Okay. Okay, let me share. I found it. Oh, Kosovo, yeah. Okay, I found it, y'all. Y'all see it? Army supply. The one you posted in the chat, but I found it, Daryl. Don't worry. Yeah, okay, so this is him. The mugshot. This is the one that said, but again, this could be information that he gave them, but I'm thinking if he the FBI, they did some extensive investigation on him too. Okay, so doing a rally in June. She's the one who was on top of a nearby building. 2:00, Johnson said as he instructed his armed followers next to him to look at the building. Assume the position. I don't know who the blank you are, Johnson said, but you're about to get shot. At another point in the rally, told him, hit me to the ground. That's your fault. I'm giving fair warning. My people will defend themselves if attacked. Ooh. Okay, let me see if I can do this bigger. Okay. Okay, so y'all see that right there? Y'all see that? It says, through a series of open record requests, some of which took months to receive, Wave 3 News troubleshooters learned Johnson served in the U.S. Army beginning in 1997 when he was stationed at, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and Fort Wainwright, Alaska. The 57-year-old spent time in Virginia and Maryland. Okay, and it said here, 2003, he was federally arrested and convicted of entering military property, a misdemeanor. The additional charge of assault within a special territorial jurisdiction was ultimately dismissed. Okay. Okay. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Thank you, Tanika Shanette. Because I wasn't even planning on coming on today. This seemed like if it's not Umar Johnson or Jay Morrison, it's Grandmaster Jay. Hey, Leo. All of those are soft duty stations. Oh. Daryl, or Marcellus, where did Bishop Brad Brasket's wife serve in North Carolina? Was it Fort Bragg as well? Like, what the heck is something about North Carolina with these people? Just saying. So he went to, like you said, I'm gonna keep this up here. He went to 2 soft duty stations in the military as a supply clerk. And now this man is 57 years old, is leading a black militia. I mean, I can understand, you learn some things, you grow. Maybe you go get some more training, expertise, something. But you out here commanding the NFAC like you was actually out there in the Gulf War back in the day. Like that wasn't you. You were handing out supplies. Not to say nothing wrong with supply, because you do need supplies to actually me neither. But I guess since, according to Sarah Palin, Russia is right across the street from Alaska, you kind of need to have a base there. Jesse. That's how he gonna get out. That's how he gonna get off this case right there. And be like, look at this video. Okay, Money Barksdale. Money Barksdale. Come on now. Okay. This man, I need you to let me put my video back in here for y'all to go see. I need you to go watch sorry. I need you to go watch my video that I'm putting in the chat. That's my third episode of African American Greed, Grandmaster Jay. I brought receipts in that video. That man is suspect. Either he is a chameleon, he's always reinventing himself, or this man, and I hate to say it, like some of the conspiracists have said, he's an agent, and this is how the agency brought him in out of the field. And he's about to go in there. He's getting arrested. He's in there 5 hours, and nobody from the NFAC ain't bailed him out yet. Can you bail yourself out of jail? And I looked in the article. It didn't say nothing about the judge saying no bail. It said where he was. So now he gets be arrested, convicted, go to jail. We never hear from him again. But now he can go assume another identity because he's an undercover FBI agent. I'm just like, the conspiracy part of my head is like, you know what? That's possible. Yeah, I'm taking that class, Marcellus and Daryl. Yeah, Roxanne, I'm taking that class. I don't know if they work like that. I'm just saying, it's just at this point, I've seen so many spy movies, and it's possible. Hip Hop Day to the fence don't work like that. I don't know, but yeah, some of his supporters, they're leaving. They've had enough of him. Yeah. If he don't, he needs to fire and get a new lawyer. Does he even have a lawyer yet? I would think if you're the leader of a militia group, you got some type of bail money, lawyer on retainer, something. Or did you trick out the money like Umar Johnson? I'm just saying. You over here doing some weird stuff. Hold on, Jesse says, I was an infantryman with 3 tours to Iraq. I could have told y'all he was a fraud. And you know what? In my video that I had, I got some of the videos from other people who have been in the military. And they're like, no, he's never been in the field. He was supply clerk. He's wearing the wrong insignia. He's pointing his gun the wrong way. He doesn't have the proper rifle. He keeps telling them this is AR something rifle, but he actually had the other kind. I mean, there was a lot of military men that broke, black and white, who broke it down. You're absolutely right, Jesse. Yeah, acting like a Vietnam War hero, or like, you know, he was in the go, but he wasn't. You over there in that, I call it cosplay. I don't know if y'all know comic book pretend cosplay. People, there are people who actually, you know, dress up as comics, or, you know, they dress up as superheroes. And to me, every time I see him, he's dressed up like he's a thin version of Blade. Like, what you got on? You talking like you Morpheus from the Matrix movies. You know what I'm saying? That it's Chris, ain't nobody thinking about him. But can you bail out yourself in federal prison? Or is that only for jail? Or, I mean, federal detention? I mean, what is it? I'm just trying to figure out, like, How? You over here? I just don't get it. Y'all, it's... Oh, Lord. Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see if there's an update if he gonna be yeah, it's called stolen valor when you wear a rank that is not yours. Or you wear it and put it on civilian clothing. You're not supposed to put it on civilian clothing. Okay. Team Natty, are you talking about him or are you talking about me? Okay. Okay. Probably talking about squirrels and small game. Okay. He'll have a detention hearing in the next couple of days. The U.S. attorney will move to detain him, I guess. What does it say? And then the district judge can decide if he needs to be detained or if he can be released with conditions. Oh, okay. You telling us some stuff? Oh, you talking about me, Team Natty? Really? Team Natty? You were talking about me that I'm a big fat pig? But your daddy still likes it, though. He don't have no problems. Now, if you're going to keep having a potty mouth, then my super mods are going to block you. Okay? Now, you can stay, but you have to be respectful. Okay? You think you can do that? You think you can be respectful? Or do you need a timeout? Which one is it? Yeah, that's what we were trying to find out. Stephanie was saying that he might get a hearing, I guess, tomorrow, the next few days, and they'll decide if he oh, Stephanie, you an attorney? Oh, okay. Tanika say it's a wrap already. Sorry. Oh, Tanika, you already blocked him. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, it was uncalled for. No high, no nothing. You really don't. I'm really a nice person. Just don't get me mad. Just don't. Okay. The Fed courts don't really use bond amounts. Oh. All right. Thank you, legit Dr. Tanika, TA, Gator Girl, and Christine Parks, Daryl, Roxanne, and Mentor. These my mods, wonderful mods. Yeah, you can get 20 just because you pointed your rifle up, trying to look like you big and bad in front of them people. That's all I think that's what all he was doing. Because you looked at nobody else's rifle was up in the same direction. And you're the leader. You're supposed to be the one setting the example. Hey, Poetic Vibes. He just seen a judge at 4. Oh, so you got arrested at 1 and arraigned at 4? So that means no. So I mean, he gonna stay there, right? I wish we knew somebody over there. Thank y'all for having my back. And I'm thinking, like, you got 50,000 followers. Let's say, okay, he got arrested at 1. You saw the judge at 4. Yeah, either he had no bail or it was too high, he couldn't get out. But in the photo, they said he was pointing up at them and that the police officers were on the roof. Oh, thank you, Fitz one. So ain't nobody. Wait. Who said they walked away? Hey, Monola. Yeah, girl. I was wondering where you was. Yeah, somebody here named Team Natty came in here trying to call me names. You know, he forgot where he was. I was like, you can stay, be respectful. No, but the mods took care of it. But yeah, okay. Let me go back to the first article because maybe I read it wrong. It looked like the cops were on the roof. Okay, let's go back. Okay. All right. Facility. Oh, he lives in Cincinnati, in Westchester. I wonder what church he goes to. Let me be quiet. Okay. It says, listen to me. Recorded coming out of a nearby building and hugging me. Okay. Yeah. Months ago, he shot himself and one member shot himself and two others. That was I think in July. Okay, where is it? Okay. I need to go to the other screen because I think they were on top of the roof. Okay. And that's what the picture showed. Yeah, some of the officers were conducting surveillance from a roof in the area and were blinded by a light that was later found to be a flashlight mounted to the suspect's AR platform style rifle, according to the FBI. So the police during a protest, usually they're either if they're in a line or they'll have some walking through the crowd, and they'll have some on the rooftop. So this particular group on the rooftop, and he pointed his rifle up at them. That's what some other people said too. Maybe he was in a. But that other TV station said they did an open records request, and they said he was in the Army. He entered in 1997, and he was in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and he was in Alaska. The only two places he was in. Hey, Keith. Is this the one where you're at? Who is Loud Pack 40? Okay, you say you know what's going on. Can I drop the link and can you talk to us and let us know what's going on? Because I'm lost really. I thought it was, when I saw it, I was like, really? Oh, he said he's got no bail. Oh, okay. So he gonna be in there. Can he receive visitors? Loud Pack 40 said they're trying to slam him. They ass line. Okay. Thank you, Ava. Okay, see you later tonight, Tanika. I know, right? I know. I know. I'm just like, I know, right? Oh, I'm a commander. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean, Keith? Can you what does that mean, Keith, that you're a commander? Can you get on the link, Keith? That's true too. I'm thinking that's how he's probably gonna get out of it. Like, how am I supposed to know y'all were cops? Because he always can say, "Hey, I knew where my men were at all times because I'm their leader. I didn't tell nobody to go on the roof." Okay, so your commander means you're the leader of the which chapter you said you're in? You're in the Kansas City chapter. So you're the leader of the Kansas City chapter. Okay. All right. Hey, Tony Suggs. He's the leader, Christine, of the Kansas City NFAC chapter. And I think the article said that Grandmaster Jay is the supreme commander of the whole NFAC. It is, unless it's in like in defense, which he could have been doing. But on the other hand, his rifle were police officers and federal officers. So it's like, ooh. He said many times to keep yourself safe. Oh, I put a link in the chat. You could click on and you can talk to me. Well, in the article it said he entered the Army in 1997. Yeah, I just put the link in there. Y'all don't see it? Maybe there's a delay. Yeah, you just can't blend with all willy-nilly, but usually when you're in your house, you have a lot more protection. You can say, hey, I was protecting my house and my home. This person, but you outside, just, yeah, you gotta be careful. Especially if it's open carry, it means you can carry it outside. But just pointing it all willy-nilly and everything, no. So, okay. I keep putting the link. Oh, there he is. Hello.
How you doing?
Is this Keith?
Yes.
Hi, Keith. Okay. You okay, Keith?
Yeah, I'm doing perfectly fine. Thank you.
Okay, you just don't want to show your face?
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We just want to know, because Grandmaster Jay has had led a number of different events in the last 6 months, and today it's like, oh, they arrested him in his home. It's like, wait a minute. So when did you find out that he got arrested?
We found out earlier today, about the same time everybody else did.
Okay, so did everyone get a message saying, hey, this is where he is? Were y'all oh, we need to get money together, we need to get a lawyer?
Yeah, the things that we do within the NFAC we're not allowed to discuss.
Okay. But y'all took care of whatever business y'all were supposed to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, so you said in the chat that he has no bail.
No, not currently.
Not currently. So is he going to see a judge?
Yes, tomorrow he has another court date scheduled to see the judge.
Do you know what time?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
What I do know
Um,
is that this event or this incident took place more than almost 3 months ago. And
I noticed. I saw that was like that said September the 4th.
yeah, they're just now trying to pursue charges on him. What we believe is that they're trying to, do anything to dismantle our movement. We've been a very peaceful movement. We've been law abiding. And this is just another attempt of the white supremacists to just not if I could say it, trying to kind of degrade our movement, trying to disrupt it in some kind of way, like they normally do.
Yeah, they usually, historically speaking, charismatic leaders of a movement are assassinated or jailed to disrupt the movement.
Yeah.
Are you? Well, I guess you can't tell me that. Next question I was going to ask you: How did you first hear about Grandmaster Jay and the NFAC coalition and militia?
Well, I think just like everyone else, there was a lot of us within the country that started our own militias when we saw the temperature of what was going on in the United States and what's been going on for several decades. But when Grandmaster Jay came on the scene, and we all kind of got notification that there is a large Black militant group out there, and Grandmaster Jay's main thing is Black unity and Black togetherness and all to be on the same accord. So a lot of us have disowned whatever militias we might have been partnered with, and swore our allegiance to the NFAC.
Oh, you have to like you swear allegiance to the flag? You gotta swear allegiance to the NFAC?
Oh no, ma'am.
Oh.
To just Black people in general,
Okay.
It's an organization that protect Black people.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't know if you can tell me that. I'm like, well, are y'all just basically waiting by the phone?
No comment, ma'am.
To hear about what's going to happen to him? That's what I'm just saying. Are y'all just waiting by the phone?
We don't have a comment on that right now.
Oh, okay.
This is just par for the course. This is just, the usual stuff with the United States government. So, I'm sure he'll be vindicated on all charges, and they'll eventually be dropped.
Yeah, because I have a couple of friends in the chat, and they're like, well, he didn't know who he was pointing at. It could have been anybody.
Exactly. And it also, the photo does not indicate if there was even someone he was pointing at, or if, he was just surveying the area. So
yeah, because I'm looking at the picture, like, I just see him up in the air. I don't even see the building. I guess they're saying he's pointing at someone on the roof, but I'm like, I don't even see the building in the photo.
Yeah. So it's just a fishing expedition right now on another Black man, So we're just going to wait it out and know that he'll be okay.
Okay. So what do you want us to know as a member of the NFAC that maybe we don't? Well, what do you think? What do you want us to know about the NFAC and Grandmaster Jay?
What Grandmaster Jay wants all Black people in America to know is that no longer do we have a system in place where we're just the constant subjects of brutality and oppression, that there is an all-Black organization out here that is heavily armed that will defend Black people against any unjust brutality or violence from any law enforcement, from any militia groups. That's our sole purpose. And we don't break any laws. We just respond to threats against Black people.
Okay. What do you say to people who say that Grandmaster Jay is a con man, a scammer?
Well, I don't think those people have taken enough time to do a thorough investigation and see what Grandmaster Jay talks about on his Instagram Live classes that he has for his students. So there's a lot of Yeah, Grandmaster Jay has an Instagram that he conducts 2 classes every day. One is called the Morning Mental, and the one in the evening is called Facts Over Feelings. And during
Huh.
those sessions, Grandmaster Jay enlightens his students, teaches us things about who we are as a people and things like that. Things that that the United States government has pretty much kept and hid from us. It's key. Key. Okay.
You okay? Casey?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay. What about those who feel like, because I've seen this too, that they've been saying he's an agent. He's being paid by the government to start this organization and get names to turn over.
Sure. Well, today's example of what has happened to him should, disqualify that statement. And most of those kind of comments have been coming from young Black people who are just ignorant, who are just brainwashed by the same government to react that kind of way when they see somebody of their color, become a leader. So they're just brainwashed, and we feel sorry for them.
Oh, okay. How do you recruit people? Like,
yeah, I'm unable to discuss that.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, how do I, like, well, do I just go to the website and join, or do I show up to the Morning Mental or the Facts Over Feelings? Like,
yeah, I would suggest following Grandmaster Jay on Instagram at Shireen, that's S as in Sam, H as in Henry, A as in Apple, R as in Roger, E as in Edward, N as in Nancy, E as in Edward, and then 444. So it should be Shireen 444.
Okay.
That you can request to participate in those classes. Also, if you have an interest in joining the NFAC, you can email your complete information to info@blacknfac.com.
Okay, like what kind of info do y'all want?
Well, just kind of basic info like date of birth, name, and also maybe the city you reside in. And the reason you want to join.
Oh, the reason I want to join. Okay. Okay. I see mostly men out there. Where are the women? Like, are there, like, how many women do y'all have? Or does it?
We have a very, very big population of women within the NFAC. We don't discriminate against anyone. Okay. Grandmaster Jay's slogan is "Just be Black" is the only requirement.
Okay, because I'm looking at your last name and it says Iglesias. So are you Afro-Latino?
Yes, ma'am. My father is a Cuban national. My mother's African American.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Because I was wondering, like, could you be mixed? Like, what if you were Hispanic, like, native looking or white looking or Asian?
No, we would prefer people that are of African descent and people who the United States government would look upon as a Black person.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Do y'all like get together in the different cities and like go practice at the gun range? Do y'all have like gun classes? Do you help members get registered or licensed?
Yes, all of our chapters. We have chapters in a lot of cities in the United States and also in several other countries. And those chapters, whoever is the chapter leader or commander that is appointed by GMJ, they will help conduct training sessions and range qualifications and making sure everybody's very acquainted with their weapon.
Oh, okay. Is there a certain type of weapon that you have to get to carry? Like, is there a list of them or like?
Can't discuss that question.
Okay. All right. Fitz, I'm gonna say something about your question because that question is also used against people who are in the Black Lives Matter movement. There are organizations out there who deal with that thing. I know here in Houston we have Black Lives Matter, and then there are also an organization called No More Victims that deals with Black on Black crime. So, yeah. Yeah, and most people will, like Daryl said, they will they do what's called affinity crime. They victimize the ones closest to them. Just like there's Black on Black crime, there's white on white crime.
Yeah. So, and Grandmaster Jay has commented on this subject because that question has come up to him before about what do we do about the Black on Black crime. And that is definitely, I'm sure, something of a concern to him. But what we do see is that spread across each race of people, you have, crimes committed once against another, but it seems like Black people are the only ones that this is highlighted against to make it demonize us or something like that. So that is a common, that's a pretty common fact. So
oh, you kind of going out. Casey, you there? Okay, I guess he. Okay. Well, if you can come back, have a couple more questions. If you can't, I understand. For safety's sake, being safe and everything. Oh, he's back. Hello. Okay. Hold on. Was he the only one taken into custody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is this federal custody or state custody?
Yes, it is federal custody.
Federal custody. Okay. You said earlier that the Grandmaster Jay appoints the commanders at the various chapters?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you don't get to run for the position?
Oh, no, ma'am.
Oh, he just selects you. Okay.
Well, this is his organization and he started it. So there's no better person with the vision. So he would be appropriate to appoint the positions knowing that he has the ultimate vision. And we are some that can see the vision but don't really understand it. So we trust our leader to guide us the right way.
Okay. While he is in custody, do y'all have? You don't have to say who that person is. Do y'all have a second in command?
We don't discuss that, ma'am.
Oh. Okay. So I was wondering if you had someone just to step in just to do the day-to-day run of the NFAC while he's being disposed. Because, for example,
Grandmaster Jay has done a great job of making us kind of an automated unit to where the process keeps going no matter what.
Oh. Okay. Do you know it? I'm gonna say, what is the youngest age you can apply or become a member?
It used to be 21, but we dropped that down to 18. And Grandmaster Jay said that comes along with a maturity test. So if you're under the age of 21, you have to undergo a maturity test.
Oh, and he gives you the test, or the commander at that chapter gives it?
Well, that's only information that's available to people who are actually joining into the chapter.
Okay, I don't want to know. I mean, you don't have to know what the test is. I'm just saying, does he give you the test, the maturity test, to that person if they're under 21? Well, I guess you can't say that. Okay. Is there anything else that you think that we should know, either about you, the NFAC, or Grandmaster Jay?
No, ma'am. I just think the only thing that we should know as Black people in this country is that there's been a war that's been waging against us from the time we were born and before then. And if we're not aware of the threat that's upon us, then we can make the same mistake and history can repeat itself, and it will, because you have the same characters and the same spirit from previous occasions that are present with us now. So the best thing I would advise to any Black person is to make sure that you defend yourself first, because there's nobody else out here to do it.
Yeah, they do have to pay dues, country living. It's on the website. And I believe Grandmaster Jay said it in his last, when you guys were in Lafayette, Louisiana, he talked about dues. So I was going to ask you a question. I was really confused about that. So you pay the dues, and then based on how many people are in the NFAC, y'all get like a check a month? Like
Again,
group,
man, that's
like
just
group,
that's,
no, like group economics. I'm saying I'm trying to understand.
yeah, but unfortunately, we'd like to keep those dealings private within the organization.
Oh, okay. All right. Answer that. If some of the funds are also being used to keep out in training.
Can you repeat the question?
Like the funds, like the dues you guys pay, you all men and women pay into the NFAC. Does it also go towards training, like classes or something like that?
So I can't elaborate, but what I can tell you is that the proceeds that are given to the NFAC are recirculated back into the NFAC. There's not a situation of a con man.
Okay. All right.
Someone had
a question. Is there a legal or lobbying arm on the NFAC? So you know how like some organizations, they have like a legal team of lawyers, or they have a team that goes lobby people in Congress or city council. Is that a no? Maybe it's a no. Maybe you can't tell me. There's a lot of stuff you can't tell me. This is getting spooky. I was just thinking this man was just playing around, but I think they for real. I think he for real. I think they for real, y'all. Now, well, I think they for real. I'm just, I don't know. Thank you, Casey, Keith Douglas, for coming up here and telling us some more about the NFAC organization from a person who is a member, not from someone, because I'm just a person that's looking from the outside, trying to understand. And I think he answered a lot of my questions. Thank you for coming. Unless he comes back, but Tony Suggs, are you a member too? Do you have anything to add? Medina, be nice. You said, Tony Suggs says, go binge watching all if your questions will be answered. Okay. Thank you, Super Rashad, for the super chat. Appreciate that so much. Hey, I could keep a secret. It's Daryl. They couldn't tell him anything too. You failed everything. Oh, and thank you for your compliment earlier, Medina. I did see it, but Keith was talking. Hey, Super Rashad. I know. I was like thinking that too. I was like, is this like the 2020 or the Dateline things? So, I don't know. I might have to go look at some videos later, y'all. Anything else that y'all want to say? Anybody else? Well, I'll drop the link in case someone else wants to come up. Oh, okay. All right. Tawny says, okay. I'll just go to Grandmaster Jay website. You just need to research the ones in your community. But like Keith say, they accept women. They don't discriminate gender, I guess. That's true, Kay Sullivan. That's true. Yeah, I do think every armed group and really every organization should have some type of legal team or somebody on standby. That's what I was trying to ask. I wasn't trying to be like really nosy. Like, hey, do you got, in case that tomorrow they're like, hey, this is your bail. Oh, you come out on, like, do y'all got this, is the second in command got the whatever together? But like he said, he can't talk about. Wait, could you search this article? Long guns confiscated by SWAT after men found atop downtown Louisville parking garage during protests. Hey, Gator Girl. Oh, yeah, Gator Girl. You're going to have to watch the playback. I had a surprise guest. You're going to call who? Who you calling? You going to be their lawyer? Okay, Hip Hop Today told me to put long guns. Oh. Hey, Stephanie.
Hi.
How
you
you
hear
doing?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So I just wanted to call in, not to, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to close this on my computer because I'm getting confused. So I wanted to call in to talk about the kind of just in general about the federal structure of how cases get tried and the extreme heaviness of the sentencing regime that essentially is used against people who may be innocent, but it's the deck is stacked so much against defendants because the mandatory minimums are so high, and they can bully you with that to basically make you plea. It's very dangerous to go to trial in federal court because you're essentially taxed for going to trial because you can get a benefit on your plea for quote unquote taking responsibility. And you don't get that benefit if you go to trial and lose. And most people do lose. It's really, the prosecution has the upper hand. And it's really gutted your right to a trial because the prosecution can use their ability to, threaten you with a very high sentence and make you basically plead to some time because you're afraid of getting much, much more. And it's something that's got to be reformed because people should be able to exercise their right to a trial without being taxed for it. But I'm not, that's not legal advice to not go to trial. I don't know what Mr. Johnson is going to end up doing, but I think it's something that we need to address at both the state and the federal level because it's really something that can be used to put people in prison who are innocent but are just out of fear plead to something they didn't do out of fear of getting a much higher sentence if they don't.
And see, and that's what happened to another young man that my friend Daryl Moore helped his mother, Matthew Rushin, who was a 19-year-old black male with autism, got into a car accident and was hit an elderly couple. They both survived, but they did not take. He thought, oh, I just say yes, I did it, and I'm gonna go home. So he signed something thinking, oh, I'm gonna sign it and go home, and it didn't happen that way because the judge was like, oh, I'm gonna give you 50 years, but I'm gonna suspend 40 of that. And then so for the last almost a year, Daryl and me, other members of the A team, other followers have been petitioning the governor to step in, which he did in Virginia. And he's going to give him a conditional pardon. So hopefully he'll be home soon. But it was just like, because he has autism, in his thinking, oh, if I say, yeah, I did it, and I signed this paper, I'm going to go home. And the court just like, okay, yeah, you did it. And it's pretty sad.
Really, so few people go to trial anymore because you can't trust juries to do the right thing, especially if you're maybe are in a class that, you know, juries are trained to not like, to not trust, and to be scared of. And the deck can be really stacked against you. And really, you know, the most powerful person in the courtroom is not the judge, it's the district attorney. And that's just not right. It shouldn't be that way. They shouldn't have the ability to bully defendants. They shouldn't put defense attorneys like me in the position of having to say, I want to try your case. I do think you're innocent, but if we lose, you're gonna get hurt really bad. And that is a what do you call it? A prisoner's dilemma, right? Yeah. Where neither choice is. Yeah. You know, if you really have a right to a jury trial, which is in the Constitution, why are we doing that to people? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but then it's like also like, I know here in Houston, like I live in a red state, but I'm in a blue county, in a blue city. And so
me too. I'm in the same place you are.
Okay. At the local level, they're doing whatever they have to, you know, they're making changes.
Right.
And the district attorney, like we actually vote for that person into office.
Right.
So, and then also our Black Lives Matter, other social justice group are very, very active. So they hold them accountable. But at the same time, we're still trying to push for, hey, African Americans, Asian Americans, Latinos, go to jury duty. But it's like the last time I went there the last 2 times and I didn't get picked. And I noticed that when I didn't get picked and I looked at who else didn't get picked, I was like, wait a minute, how come me and all the teachers didn't get picked?
Right. Right.
And it was a diverse group of women who were teachers. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't think we gonna have time to be at this. I mean, we get days off. Or do you think we just gonna let everybody go? Like,
and there's a lot of issues there with juries too, with getting people to even come to jury duty or even get called to jury duty who are representative of the community. You know, here where I am in Travis County, not only do you typically end up with an all-white jury, you typically only get to pick from a majority white, it's a veneer, right? The big group that you pick the jurors off of. Typically that's 90% white too. And there's a very systemic problem with people getting called to jury duty who are actually representative of the community, because they tend the invitations to jury duty tend to skew towards upper middle class, you know, people who've been in one address for a long time. You know, it's people who are, you know, have a lot of documentation, you know, and it's just like have a long history of home ownership or stuff like that. And so you get a jury that is class-wise are not representative of the community, racial-wise are not representative of the community. And it's just like, what that it definitely decreases your chances of being successful with the jury, which adds even more power to the district attorney to get you to plea.
Yeah.
It's a very problematic system. It really is.
Yeah.
And it's scary to think that, a single office, if they decide that they are angry at you or that, they can make a lot of political capital by prosecuting you, it's really hard to fight that battle. And it's very disturbing how, it's how they can pursue people. So even though I don't really know very much about Mr. Johnson, but at least from a defense standpoint, I hope he gets a good lawyer, and I hope that he gets to exercise all of his rights for sure, because he deserves that, regardless of what he's done or any of his political views, for sure.
Yeah, because even though I disagree with, I have to be honest, I disagree with. I like the idea of this black militia, but I'm not sure about him as being the leader. But as far as you're being arrested for pointing your gun, because I thought it was like the cops were over there and he was pointing like this. No, he's pointing upward with the flashlight. He can't see. And I'm just like, well, that's not really. I kind of feel like, oh, he probably shouldn't be arrested or in jail for this. So it's like, now some other things he said, I was like, oh, they gonna put you in jail for that. But he didn't. He got in jail for this. So, but
yeah, and I also wanted to speak to that thing about people being on the roofs. He really might not have known who they were, because we had a big issue here in Austin with people just being on roofs downtown where the protests were happening, and none of us knowing who they were. They just looked like normal people with guns on the roofs, and they may have been law enforcement. They may not have been. We don't know even now. And it was so scary. People were terrified. The city was on edge for at least a couple of days because people were hearing these rumors about people being on the roofs with guns. And in the areas of the protest, there were letters given out to people in apartment buildings saying, like, we don't know who these people are. If you see them, leave them alone. And people were really, really scared. So, maybe these people were pointing at him. Maybe maybe they were in plain clothes. I don't know, but it's possible. That's what was happening here. So, that would add another dimension to the story that makes it a lot more like, not just a slam dunk for the government.
Yeah. So I'm just, I guess the other thing I'm also, I do hope he gets a good lawyer, and because I do think in this case it should be dismissed, or it shouldn't be 20 years. Nowhere near 20 years. But also my other concern is this going to be something that's going to embolden membership? Is this going to increase membership? Is this going to decrease membership? If he gets out, is he going to use this as like, oh, see, they're after me, so this is why I'm such a good leader. And it's like, because I don't know. I right now with these charismatic leaders that are out now, these are not, even though some of them want to say that they're the modern day Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, they're not. But they have people following them, and I'm concerned. I'm very
well. I don't.
Yes, Stephanie is an attorney.
I don't necessarily feel like I should. It's appropriate for me to speak to that. But I can say that from people who look like me out in the western part of the United States that took over that. What was it? That little like bird sanctuary, or that little like ranger station in that national park? That was like several years ago.
Washington,
right? Yeah, I think, and they were protesting like, federal takeover of land that could be used for farming, I think was their deal. They were also sort of a armed anti-government group, and they did exactly that. I mean, they pretty much, they pretty much got out of that without too many consequences, and they did definitely use it to pump up their membership for sure. That was a rallying point, definitely. And that was over some, pretty insignificant grazing fees that they had to pay. And so that tells you something right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they got to sit in that thing for however months, and they didn't get attacked. The government basically just watched them.
Yeah, I was like, y'all really had a standoff with the government, but the black guy who was shooting in California went to a forest, and y'all burned the whole forest down and him down. He was one guy. I'm just like, but then again, maybe they were scared that they would have another Waco incident or Ruby Ridge, or and then they'd be like, "Oh, here's the government attacking white people with Second Amendment right." I'm wondering, but still, it's like the guy in California, y'all went into a whole forest and burned it down to get him. So
yeah. So anyway, I'll get off your stream. I don't mean to dominate things, but
no problem.
Thank you
so much for coming up. Glad to meet you because I always see you in the chat.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, no, I like this show. It's really great. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye. What? Hey, man, Churches, I done put you in stitches. How? And hello, Mello. Come on now. Seriously? More of us need to go to jury duty, though. Even in the last 2 times I didn't want to go, I went. I was like, you know what? I need to go because I might help save somebody's life on the jury. Then I didn't get picked. And I said, wait a minute. Let me look around at who didn't get picked. So, but it's been a very interesting hour and 38 minutes. I had only planned on being here 30 minutes. I thought I was going to be in and out, but well, if I get some more information about Grandmaster Jay, after I think they said tomorrow is going to be another hearing, I will definitely let y'all know. Yes, Stephanie is very woke. We need more people sign up to vote, serve on juries, running for office, putting money, saving our money, maybe putting it in black banks, supporting black businesses, sending our kids to black colleges. And if they don't, we still going to send them to college or get them to college. Okay. That's a step. I'm from Staten. They had me on a manga. I'm nosy. I would have said what needed to be said to stay there. Were you scared? Is that why you didn't want to? Ron, can you stay on topic? We ain't talking about that right now. Yes, stock market, because I know Roxanne, she tells me all the time, you need to invest in the stock market. I'm like, I need to invest in the stock. Christine. They said, what TV shows you watch? And you said, Law and Order 6. Dang, no wonder they didn't pick you. I don't know know too much about cryptocurrency because I'm like, what can I buy with my cryptocurrency? Because I don't want no virtual items. I want some real tangible items I can put my hand on. Wait a minute. I was scared of something. Oh, girl, yeah. Save yourself. Save yourself. Yes, I am Little Miss Ivy League, but Miss Little Ivy League got Ivy League private school, private college loans. Just saying. So like everybody who went to HBCU is just so grounded, and they had such a great collegiate experience. So, but I was one of the first in my family to go to college. Not too many people in my family were going. So I was just trying to get out of my house. So she said I saw a Snap and Hallmark equal murder and redemption. Okay, cryptocurrency is like play money. You can use Bitcoin for him to buy lots of tangible. See, you said cryptocurrency is like play money. I need the real money. I had to look into that. Okay, the case was a mob cop from Staten Island. I said, no, ma'am, no, hell, no burger. I know. Okay, no problem. I thought you were trying to be secretive and not nobody see your face like KC did. Yeah, but y'all always talk about how such good times y'all had there. I'm just like, man, I must have missed out. Not to say I didn't have good times in my college, but you know, when you listen to me, I don't really talk about it a whole lot. Y'all seem to have like some real, you know. Okay, maybe I did misread that. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Cryptocurrency is not like play money. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Marianne, got it. Okay, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much. I just shut my phone off to watch payments. There's a wallet to use with crypto which converts funds. See, you were third generation. If you looked at my family tree, it was probably my cousins before me, and my cousins are like I'm like the second cousin. So they're like my mom's age. Their branch went to college. And then my cousin, my aunt's son, he went to college. But remember, he's like 60, I'm 40. I'm 43, he's 65. So that's a 20-year age gap where no one else went to college on our branch. Then it was me. So it's like, yeah. So you were blessed. So. Oh. That's bad. That's true. And they be in the courtroom too. Like, why are you in the courtroom watching this? And then you're gonna get up and tell all your business. Okay. Since you're a fourth generation. My dog is back here. I think my dog is getting sick. So I was the first girl to go to college. And my dad was the first period. So like my cousins, their kids would be considered second generation Me and their kids will be, because we're the same age, will be second generation, but we're not on the same. It's not mother, grandmother, and then me. You know what I'm saying? So, well, thank y'all so much for being on here with me for the last hour and a half, talking about Grandmaster Jay and interviewing. Thank you, Keith Douglas, leader of the commander of the Kansas City chapter at NFAC, and thank you, Stephanie Collins. Which now I know you're not that far away. We might need. Well, we see what with the COVID. Maybe we can go hang out. Okay. Oh, okay. Good for you. Thank you so much, Marion. And before I go, you guys will be interested in knowing my friend Darren Moore, who I saw in the chat. He is going live at 8 p.m. Eastern, so basically in 55 minutes. And he's going to talk about legal troubles and also some of these church vloggers who might be in trouble because they're doing things like possibly revenge porn. I know, right? Church vloggers, right? In their reporting of different things that are going on. And so it's very, very good, some very, very good information in 54 minutes. So I hope to see you over there on the Daryl Moore channel, DARRYL, Moore, MOORE. Okay, in the chat. So thank y'all so much for being on here with me. As soon as I get some more information about Grandmaster Jay or Umar, because I think it's supposed to be another thing tomorrow, I will let y'all know. Okay? All right. See y'all later. Love y'all.